Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, most Trump supporters think that he's a smart businessman. They've seen him on TV, and they've seen his name on some buildings. So they think he's got it going on. But the people who have done business with Trump have the opposite view. Trump has gone into bankruptcy 6 times. And each time, as part of the settlement, Trump was banned from having any further involvement in the operation of those businesses. So obviously, those investors did not think that Trump was that smart. In fact, it got so bad that no American banks would loan him any money, and Americans refused to invest in Trump enterprises. That is why he wound up in the arms of the Russians. Money from Russian oligarchs is what is keeping Trump's businesses afloat. But if you're rich in Russia, it is because Vladimir Putin allows you to be. And some of your money goes to Putin. That's just the way things work over there. So if you're doing business with the Russians, you're doing business with Vladimir Putin. So Trump has been working for Putin in private life for years now. Now he's working for Vladimir Putin while he's in the White House. And a lot of his policies and decisions show that. But not only that, Trump also brought his losing business instincts with him to the White House. So now a lot of business people around the country that have never had anything to do with Trump are finding out what it's like to be in business with him, because they are affected by his policies and his decisions. And most of that has to do with the trade wars. Now, first of all, Trump does not understand how tariffs work, and he refuses to learn about it. So even though people have tried to tell him that the tariffs are being paid by American businesses, Trump insists that China is paying the tariffs. Now, there are a lot of issues with China that need to be addressed, especially theft of intellectual property, access to Chinese markets, and this is a big one, in order to do business in China, you pretty much have to partner with Chinese firms. So let's say that you make jewelry. You can't just sell to Chinese stores. You have to set up a partnership with a Chinese retailer. And then that Chinese retailer gets a cut of your sales. These are real problems that actually do need to be addressed. But in order to win that battle, Trump needed to get other countries to unite with him against China. Unfortunately, at the same time that he started the trade war with China, he started trade wars with Mexico, Canada, and Europe, and he backed out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which was a trade deal that excluded China. So what China did was they filled that void in Asia and also signed trade deals with Europe, Mexico, and Canada. Trump went to war with no allies. And so 3 years later, there's no end in sight. And Trump is desperate for a win. And he is considering signing a deal with China that he will tout as a big deal and the solution to everything, but it solves none of the problems that the trade war was supposed to be about. Meanwhile, back here in the U.S., since Trump took office, farm bankruptcies have averaged 4,900 a year. And despite low employment, wages have not risen. And job creation is weakening, the economy is slowing, and there is fear that we might be heading for a recession. And manufacturing jobs continue to migrate overseas. So basically, where Trump goes, bankruptcy follows. Thanks for listening. Well, I want to thank you all for watching my videos. But there are certain changes that Google has made to YouTube, which, since I'm a smaller channel, means that I can't monetize my videos. So I found places where I can. So instead of watching my videos here on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you go either to Patreon or to Top Buzz. They let me monetize videos, and I don't even have to put commercials on. So if you want to become a patron on Patreon, that's fine. If you don't, you can still watch the videos there. I've just kind of given up on YouTube. YouTube is just a place that I use so that I can put my videos in other places. So, Patreon, Top Buzz, the links are in the description box. Thanks a lot.